Yo, what is up, guys? You guys Shinobi here back again with another reaction video for you guys. And in today's video, my bad, we're gonna be talking about Twitch again because they are once again in some hot water, kind of ish. But then again, they've been in hot water ever since they let Hassan and his goons run around on that platform for as long as they have. But yeah, no, it's a different issue this time, hilariously enough, and we are talking about Twitch. Apparently, is banning creators for a certain amount of time, like 9 days or maybe even a week, for basically promoting other platforms while they multi-stream. Because here's the thing with Twitch, they allow you to multi-stream, but as of recent, I don't know, they've been banning people who I guess multi-stream to like Kick specifically. Like they did some whole thing where people were getting this error message for just having Kick even there displayed, let alone like other stuff. So like Fansly, OnlyFans, obviously, and other platforms. So I don't know what's up with that, considering especially that in their terms of service it says that you can multi-stream to other platforms, but it also says there that you gotta kind of have to focus on Twitch because they just want you to focus on Twitch mostly, which is stupid. I'm gonna be real. For anybody who's an aspiring creator or somebody who wants to stream or how just be a content creator, never put all your eggs in one basket, and especially in this case with Twitch and its garbage discoverability, never, just don't. Me personally, I'd rather get banned on Twitch and then stream on Kick and freaking TikTok or obviously YouTube than just only stream on Twitch. There's no way you will not grow. I mean, you will, but I'm gonna say this: there's a small, tiny percent chance that if you only stream on Twitch and only stream on Twitch alone, that you will actually grow. And it might be a small chance. I mean, probably never. Like your chances are slim to none. Slim to none, unless you end up being like the next Kai Cenat. And even then, I think he was multi-streaming at some point. So other than that, that's pretty much kind of like the overview of this. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here, because I only know about the stuff that's going on because of what happened on Twitter and people talking about creators getting banned and yada 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 for I guess having Kick and other like stuff in there. So I mean, we'll see.
Twitch may have just started enforcing a rule that I never thought that they'd actually touch, largely because it's a fool's errand, and more directly because it's not going to help the platform if they start enforcing it. But over the past week, dozens of streamers have been hit with a user spam violation, and after digging into it myself, there's one clear pattern. Almost all of them had a link to Kick somewhere on their Twitch profile.
Which I'm not surprised. The Twitch has been losing a lot of their streamers to Kick. They were already losing a lot. Obviously with Asmongold switching over, Tectone, another big creator switching over. Who else? There's another one. He's like a reaction channel, mostly, but he just got done playing like damn near majority of the gotcha games in the space at the moment. Can't remember his damn name to save my damn life for some reason. There's too many creators on this app for me to remember, but he switched over there recently. Who else can I think of? I mean, obviously Amaranth and a couple others. But basically, in a nutshell, the gist is that Twitch is losing a lot of its platform, big creators, and a lot of them are not exclusively they're not exclusively streaming on Twitch anymore. And honestly, I'm gonna be real, a lot of them have been multi-streaming for years. It's only just now though that they're losing advertisers because of all the controversy that they're in, and not to mention now they're losing all the streamers that they are because of all the controversy they're in, because people are scared that Twitch is gonna go under because they're kind of under an adpocalypse basically right now, so they're having a problem getting paid essentially. Let alone all the other crap like VTubers getting banned for stupid reasons and all this other crap. Like they're just in hot water right now. So they're kind of trying to be like, hey, only stream on Twitch. If you promote all these other platforms, it's like you can stream on all these platforms, but you can't promote those other platforms, or we'll ban you basically. If we put the time to do it, like we'll ban you. That's basically a nutshell. It's like, hey, you can multi-stream if you want, but keep your audience here. We want your audience on Twitch. We don't care about YouTube, Kick, or anything. We don't want you even doing that. Versus other platforms like Kick, YouTube, TikTok, all these other platforms that heavily encourage you to multi-stream and actually heavily encourage you to branch out. Pretty big difference, if I do say so myself. And honestly, like he just said, it's not really looking good if Twitch actually starts enforcing this kind of thing, because all people are going to basically say is, okay, I either can stream on YouTube, Kick, and TikTok, or I can stream on Twitch, get zero discoverability. They're in the middle of an apocalypse right now, and not to mention they're basically at this point, they basically with the Hassan drama and all that crap, they basically are supporting somebody who supports terrorists. Like let's just not even keep it. Let's not even sugarcoat it. It's common knowledge at this point. It's like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing?
Profile. Now, in addition to that, a well-known creator named Nutty just got suspended, and I think the
Yep,
reasons are
there it
likely
is.
connected, which again,
There it
points to this rule
is.
set that I never imagined they would actually waste their time enforcing. So let's break this down and discuss what's happening,
There
what's
it
being
is.
enforced, and what it may mean for creators. So late last week, a bunch of
All it means is that you just basically stop streaming on Twitch, go to Kick, which is growing at the moment. You get paid more there as well. You know, they ain't gonna be out there banning you because they called somebody fat. Frogan. Um yeah. Honestly, the way this is looking is if they keep doing this, the only path forward is to ditch Twitch. Or at least stream there until they ban you, and then after that, switch off of Twitch and then go to Kick, YouTube, TikTok, and go there. And honestly, you're gonna have better discoverability on those three platforms alone, or even one of them alone, than you will ever get on Twitch. I'm being dead ass on that one. Dead serious.
different creators started posting on Twitter and Blue Sky that they'd received a warning from Twitch for user spam. And so this is the email that they actually received from Twitch, and they all received versions of this based upon their local language. But here's what it says here. Based on a review of your account or content, we have issued a warning on your account. A warning. User spam. Spamming others with large amounts of repetitive unwanted messages or abusing the Twitch report system. Examples of violative conduct include, but are not limited to, advertising your live stream in multiple chats without the channel owner's consent, sending unsolicited links, offers, promotions to multiple users via whispers, or submitting large amounts of frivolous user reports. Now, here's the interesting part. At the bottom of this overall warning, it says where the violation occurred in your channel profile.
Yeah, so basically, in a nutshell, ignore all that other crap up there. They're basically saying that they don't want you promoting your other platforms at all. Because if you scroll back up to what it was talking about, the ban was for. If you scroll right back up to, I think, around this point.
In your channel.
Damn it, my damn stream, my YouTube is bugging out. So, yeah, now if you go right up here, how can you do all this in your channel profile? So let's read the examples. Examples of violated conduct include, but are not limited to, advertising your live stream in multiple chats. You can't do that in your profile, other than, you know, just having something there, aka Kick. So they're just kind of, once again, this is like a self-report. Even then, it's a channel's, like, it's their channel, so technically it's not against their consent to put their own stuff there. But sending us unsolicited links, offers, promotions to multiple users via whispers, and of course submitting large amounts of frivolous user reports. Once again, you can't not do this through the profile. And once again, this one right here specifically, once again, just giant self-report. Giant self-report, because basically what they're saying, once again, is that you cannot advertise your other platforms that you have content on to Twitch. You cannot advertise them. You can, you know, obviously have them. Yeah, you can multi-stream if you want, but basically, it's one of them things where I think, you know, I've even heard that with this whole thing that they're doing, you can't even show, like, let's say you stream on TikTok, Kick, YouTube, and, you know, Twitch. Basically, what Twitch wants you to do is only show the Twitch side of the chat, and if you have all the rest of the chats, they don't want you to show you that. If you do show that, then according to what I've heard, you can get banned. You can get banned for that, which is insane. Another reason why you should be streaming on multiple platforms, by the way, is for just in case stupid stuff like this happens.
Owner's consent, sending unsolicited links, offers, promotions to multiple users via whispers, or submitting large amounts of frivolous user reports. Now, here's the interesting part. At the bottom of this overall warning, it says where the violation occurred in your channel profile. And your channel profile is your Twitch page. It is twitch.tv/ZachBussy. And it doesn't mean that that's chat. It means your actual page itself. If it was
Yep,
chat, they would
it's not
say
chat.
in chat.
Yeah, there you go. Once again, giant self-report, bro. That's why I said pretty much ignore that first portion because it basically means nothing. It basically means nothing. Like outside of that one self-report portion where it's like, oh yeah, something in about advertising other stuff through links. That's pretty much a giant self-report that they don't want you advertising your other content creation platforms. But outside of that, it's like, come on, bro. What are we talking about?
So that's a very odd thing here to message people or to warn people for user spam in a place where there is no directly interactive
There's
feature.
literally no
So I started
interaction
reaching out
at
to
all.
creators to find out more about this overall thing. Now, I'd asked about link trees, Kick, OnlyFans, Fansly, gambling, any kind of gambling links, or DeviantArt, just as a throw in there. I don't actually think that's a problem for Twitch. And I said, hey, do you know if by chance you had any of the following links in your profile/panels? And I sent this to dozens of creators who received this overall email and asked people to reach out to me as well. And I'll just show you some of the answers here. I had a panel image that linked to Kick in my channel.
There you go.
I saw your post about the warning. Random question. Do you have any Kick links in your channel profile? Oh, I do.
Like it's crazy that it's a coincidence that they're out here banning people that have Kick advertised in their profile. It's not a coincidence. We all know why. We all know why. It's because Kick right now is not completely beating the shit out of Twitch, but as far as growth is going, they're growing a lot more than Twitch is. There are a lot more people going to Kick to watch streamers now than there are going to Twitch at the moment. Like as far as new, I'm talking new. Like if we're talking growth wise, there's more going to Kick than there is going to Twitch. And that's scaring them right now. And then not to mention them losing their advertisers. People obviously, advertisers are leaving the platform. Not that it matters because the ads on Twitch are bad anyways. I'm not gonna lie. They don't even half the time relate to anything having to do with what the creator is streaming or even in that category for that matter. Not to mention the way that they place the ads are stupid too. But yeah, no, we all know why they're doing this. We all know why they're doing it, and it's because they're scared. We all know why they're doing it.
This person said, I had a direct link to my Kick. That was the only panel Twitch removed, but I removed the rest myself. And then this one said, hey there, I only have a doubt for a Kick link. Nobody's able to tell me yeah or not. Some say yes, some say no, but no Linktree, OnlyFans, Fansly, gambling, or DeviantArt. So in many cases, Twitch just removed the panel themselves, the Kick panel. No further action was necessary on their part, but Twitch wasn't really being upfront about the fact that that was the case. Now, this immediately threw off some very serious suspicious flags for me, because why would they report it as user spam? Why would you get a warning for user spam? And the actual truth of the matter is that that means it's likely a placeholder category because Twitch currently doesn't have a proper category for this type of enforcement. So it implies this is a new enforcement that they are undertaking.
And the problem with Twitch is a lot of their rules and guidelines, they're so vague that they can kind of just come up with some random reason to ban you. And you just gotta have to deal with it. Because the stuff is so vague and they don't explain directly what you could get banned from, especially when it comes to this, in their terms of service. To the point where they legit can just ban you for some crap and be like, oh well, and then you try to get an answer for why did I get banned, and they can't even give you a proper answer back for that reason.
Now that led me to trying to figure out, okay, they don't want people to promote Kick. That means that it can only mean one thing, their simulcasting guidelines.
Yep.
So if we take a look at their simulcasting guidelines,
Oh shit, he about to bring it up.
The following guidelines have been established. You ensure that the quality of Twitch's user experience of your simulcast is, at minimum, no less than the experience on other platforms or services.
AKA basically, even though you're multi-streaming to other platforms, we don't want you to talk about your other platforms. We only want you to talk about your Twitch audience. So let's say you're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. They don't want you to show your YouTube audience. They don't want you to show your Kick audience. Hell, they don't even want you to mention either one of YouTube or Kick as a platform because they want the audience to stay on Twitch. That's basically what this means in a nutshell. They'll let you simulcast as long as you only talk about your Twitch, chat. That's it.
Including buyer engagement with the Twitch community, for example, via chat. So this one doesn't actually apply in this case, but it's essentially saying, hey, if you stream on Twitch and you stream on YouTube and you only respond to the YouTube chat, that's not a similar experience. You have to maintain the engagement with the Twitch community as well. Now, this is the one that does apply. You should not provide links or otherwise direct your community to leave Twitch for your simulcast on other services because we value the community on Twitch and the integral role community engagement plays for all Twitch users. So this one is essentially saying we don't want you letting anybody know that you're even streaming on another platform. You can
Basically, yeah. This is like obsessive girlfriend behavior if you really want to think about it. That's what this shit is. This is like tsundere. If you want to talk about anime, this is like tsundere behavior, basically. It's like, why are you talking to other people at all? Like why are you friends with anybody else? You should only care about having me, Twitch. Why are you talking about YouTube and Kick over there, man? Like it's actually sad and pathetic how desperate they are to keep an audience over there because they know that they're losing so many people because of all the drama and all the chaos that's on Twitch right now. It's pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie.
do it, but no one needs to know. The last one here, and this one is the most ridiculous. You do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat or other features, to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream.
Now, keep in mind that this has been a rule forever. These rules and guidelines have been up forever. It's only as of recent that they're enforcing these because there have been people that have been multi-streaming with 3 chats on their screen with different audiences from each chat for a long time, and you never ever had anything happening with this until just recently when, once again, Twitch is in its decline and it's not doing well and it's still in its decline right now as we're speaking. And then you got other competitors like YouTube, Kick, TikTok surpassing it in numbers and in growth. It's only up till now that people are starting to get banned, which once again is counterproductive because you want people to only, care about your Twitch community, but then you're banning them on Twitch for streaming to other platforms. Meanwhile, the other platforms are not only allowing you to multi-stream, but then on top of that, they're actually encouraging multi-streaming. They're not banning the creators for doing that. So I don't know what the point of this is, but hey, go off, I guess.
Here's the important part. If you fail to adhere to these simulcasting guidelines, Twitch will send you a warning prior to taking any enforcement action. Now, this takes us to the reason why I'm actually making this video, because I was originally just going to make this a tweet, but we have now seen it step up to another level. If you don't know, Nutty is a well-known streamer.
Yeah, I don't know who this is, by the way.
Cool things for
I do not know who this is.
Is a very entertaining streamer overall. And
you gotta understand how crazy it is that Twitch is actually banning people for showing a multi-chat, for showing more than one chat on screen, even though people have been doing that for years at this point. I'm talking years. Like, go back to any decently popular, Twitch streamers chat because a lot of them multi-stream. And if they do multi-stream, go back to some of their old vlogs or maybe some of their old streams. And bro, I'm telling you right now, there's no way that they only got just Twitch on there. Some of them do, but a lot of them, they multi-stream. So they got stuff like Twitch, YouTube, and at minimum, they're going to have Twitch and YouTube, let alone Kick and freaking TikTok. Like, what are we talking about? And now all of a sudden, because Twitch is in hot water and they're not really growing and they're in their decline and they're losing people more than they're getting, all of a sudden now, and their advertisers are leaving, it's like all of a sudden now we're banning people for basically showing anything but Twitch. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? If you think about it from a small creator's perspective, think about this. As a smaller creator, you want to multi-stream. You want to be able to get your name out there. Now imagine you go on Twitch and live stream to Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, or Twitch, YouTube, and I don't know, TikTok, and then you show your TikTok stream chat on screen, and then they just ban you for that shit because you ain't just showing your zero, like probably one bot in your chat from Twitch. Like that is insane. That is actual insanity, and I'm not gonna lie. If they actually go through with keeping this up, they're gonna get cooked so freaking hard. They're already getting cooked right now for this. They're already getting cooked right now for this. But let alone if they continue to do it. Like, bro, I don't think Twitch realizes, but when it comes to streamers or just their platform in general, streamers make up their platform. Streamers are the reason why that platform exists. So if you want to start banning people because they're multi-streaming, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them just say, "Hey, fuck it, dip. I'm out. I'm gone." I know. Once again, I don't know what the agenda of this is supposed to be. I don't know if this is supposed to scare people. Because I'm gonna be real, a lot of people have been knowing that Twitch is on its decline for a while, which is why a lot of people are multi-streaming right now, especially than ever. Like the meta right now is to multi-stream. Why have your name in only one place when you can have it everywhere? That is literally the meta. Is you want to multi-stream, and Twitch trying to basically stop that is crazy. Not to mention, banning people for like 7 days, like a week. Like, bro, they banned Hassan for like 1 day on his day off for streaming terrorist propaganda and glazing a terrorist manifesto. But you're telling me because I'm out here multi-streaming, because I'm out here, you know, trying to get my name out there as a smaller creator, that you're just gonna ban me because you want me only talk about Twitch with probably nobody in the chat sometimes? Because I don't stream on Twitch that often. For anybody who knows, I don't stream on Twitch that often. The only time I do is whenever I try and multi-stream over there, but it isn't really for the multi-stream. It's mostly there so I can get clips and then send them all over the place. Because there's no way in hell, outside of the fact that I tell my audience to follow me on Twitch, that I'm going to probably end up growing by just having whatever random follower count that I have sitting there right now, which I think is like 262. I know I yapped a lot right there, but you guys have to understand it's so dumb what they're doing right now. And if they were to continue to do this, they're going to cook themselves more than they already are. And they're already in the oven right now. They're getting baked right now.
Suspended this morning for simulcasting guideline violation. Date received June 17th, ends on June 18th. A 90-day expiration. This violation will expire from your account on September 15th, 2025. Until then, you may receive escalated consequences if you commit another similar violation. And the
Say
reason
less.
for his 1-day suspension,
say
simulcasting
less.
guidelines violation.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If it was me, I would just do it again. Fuck it, ban me. Fuck it. I know that sounds harsh, but I'm gonna be real. As far as value and growing my YouTube channel, because that's mainly my main focus at the moment, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've grown more on my YouTube channel in the last couple of months than I ever have streaming on Twitch, bro. My Twitch following has not changed in years. I'm talking years, bro. So if they were to ban me, I really wouldn't care. It'd be slightly annoying, obviously, but it'd be one of the things where, like, oh well, it happened. Now what are you gonna do? You just lost another creator, idiot. And now the whole world also sees that you're scared. Not that they need to see that anyways. I'm gonna be real. They've been knowing that. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Or what am I talking about? The video ain't even done yet. What am I talking about? My brain getting tired out here.
Examples
We
are
still
the
got
exact
more.
ones I just read. Now, he does go on to say here, I'll take the suspension, but these guidelines are unbelievably stupid and need to be rewritten. By this wording, you technically can't show stream elements / Streamlabs donations on stream. How the fuck does acknowledging other platforms on stream exclude or limit the Twitch community?
It doesn't.
Now, I wholeheartedly agree.
It legit doesn't.
It's one of the reasons why I never imagined that they were actually going to enforce these overall rules, is because it makes Twitch out to be like the jealous partner trying to control you the same way that
freaking anime yandere, bro.
Before they introduced simulcasting or multi-streaming.
Yep.
And it's...
And you know what's funny is before they even introduced that, and they had Twitch telling people not to try and stream on other platforms when they were affiliate, people were still doing it anyway. People were still doing that shit anyway, man. No
First
bans,
came
no
out with these
nothing.
rules, I was like, oh my god, they're trying to do the thing where, hey, we're going to allow you to multi-stream, give us a big clap and pat us on the back because we're being so nice to you, but we don't want you acknowledging that you're on YouTube or TikTok or Kick or LinkedIn or wherever you are. You can only focus on us. You cannot have eyes for anybody else. And I think that is such a silly overall premise in you're trying to control the creator
Yep.
while also trying to claim that you're doing the thing that is nice for the creators.
Yep.
Now, again, for a year and a half, they've done nothing to actually enforce this, and so I give them credit for that. I was like, okay, correct. They've made the correct decision here. They're not going to waste time and effort on enforcing these really ridiculous and stupid guidelines. And
Which
again,
they should
I'll
never
point out
bothered forcing in the first place. I'm gonna be real. I said it in the beginning of the video, but their guidelines are so vague that it does not matter majority of the time. It really does not matter. Like it's actually insane.
out the one that Nutty points out here. You do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services onto your Twitch stream during your simulcast. You do not include any donations or tips or alerts from TikTok because somebody was kind enough to give you some money there, or somebody followed you on YouTube. You're not allowed to acknowledge any other platform.
Bro, like imagine somebody sent you like $1,000 on TikTok or $1,000 on any of these other platforms, and then Twitch bans you for acknowledging the fact that one of your supporters sent you money, bro. Like, what the actual hell are they doing? Like, what are they actually doing? Like, really think about that for a second. Really think about the fact that if you multi-stream, which you should be doing anyway, that you could get banned for acknowledging the fact that you have two other platforms that you stream on or make content on, because Twitch doesn't want you to do anything but focus on Twitch, which has zero discoverability on it unless you're the top dude already on there, which is why you need to make a YouTube in the first place. Or yeah, that's basically it. I'm not gonna lie, that's the only excuse I can come up with, because it's the only thing they got. The only thing they want to do is keep you on Twitch, and they only want you to focus only on Twitch, which is stupid, I might add. Like, never. Never focus on a platform like that. Never.
Other than Twitch. This again, this was more extreme than the previous wording overall, in that when you were single streaming on Twitch, you could absolutely take a donation. You could absolutely have third-party alerts from things like somebody subscribing on Patreon. So they actually took a step backwards in terms of being a creator-first company by introducing this in terms of some of the rules. But again, they never enforced it. The second part here, such as merging chat or other features to ensure the Twitch community is included in the...
Which, once again, has been done already. Been done. People probably doing it right now. If we go just look up at Twitch, I bet if I look at the front page, there's probably people who are multi-streaming right now, and not only streaming on Twitter, but they're streaming on Kick. But they're not streaming on the main, obviously line. And instead, they it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
the entirety of the experience of your live stream. This part drives me insane because the premise of it is completely flawed. When they sat down, and I believe that Dan Clancy sat down and was asked this directly by Harris Heller, who I know also believes that this is a really silly rule.
It's a stupid rule. It shouldn't even exist.
And maybe if I can find the clip, I'll put it in this video. If I can't, unlucky.
And we think it would hurt the Twitch experience if you combine chat, because part of the whole point of Twitch is the Twitch community. Okay? That's point one.
I know this might sound harsh to say, but there is no Twitch community, bro, at this point. Hell, they're literally breaking their own rule right now. They're literally breaking their own rule right now. Look at chat. So you got Twitch, YouTube. They're breaking their own rule right now. He needs to ban himself. Ridiculous.
And so in general, and that also goes to alerts and other things. The idea is the Twitch community is the Twitch community. We don't mind you simulcasting, but we want the Twitch community to be the Twitch community. Now, the other reason is if we did have you combine chat, you are now responsible for whatever is said on the chat on those other streams.
How? Dude, the stupidity, this dude, the stupidity on this logic it doesn't make any sense, bro. How the fuck am I responsible for what somebody else puts in my chat? I can moderate it, yeah. I can moderate it, yeah. But how the fuck am I responsible, or anybody how is anybody responsible for what somebody else says? Like, bro, the brain dead, bro. It doesn't. Oh my god,
But the reality is we've
stupidity,
always
bro.
had that responsibility as a creator. If you're playing World of Warcraft and somebody types something racist in the chat there, guess what? You are responsible for that. You could potentially be suspended. That's true in League of Legends. That's true in voice chat in Fortnite. If you're playing random duos or quads and you're on voice chat and somebody starts saying a whole bunch of slurs, guess who's responsible? You, the creator, for having platformed it. So the idea that
Which he's not lying. He is true about that. But once again, that's why I was talking about moderation. Because you can't moderate that kind of stuff. You can literally put in your chat that you're not going to be having none of that. And if you put it in there, that means at that point that it's like, hey, you already did your job. You're moderating the chat. And if it does happen, because there are bad faith actors everywhere, there are, then it's like, hey, knock it off. We know we can't be doing that around here, though, to be honest. Let's be real. At this point, with the amount of stuff that's been said on stream at this point, the chat's the least of your worries, bro. Because once again, we got people in Hassan's chat out here praising terrorists every day of the damn week, every single time that guy's live. So I think we got way bigger fish to fry than some random streamers out here multi-streaming to get their name out there. But I digress.
is trying to protect you is complete and sheer and utter nonsense. And the actual reality is they're trying to control creators. They're trying to say, we're allowing multi-streaming, but we're not going to allow you to do anything that would be related to multi-streaming.
It's so
you might as well
stupid.
just not multi-stream.
I'm gonna say you might as well not even.
Or
I'm gonna say you might as well not even multi-stream on Twitch. I'm gonna be real. Don't even stream on Twitch in general. Just use Kick, YouTube, TikTok. Because if they're gonna basically start banning people to say, "Oh, we can't allow you to share your other platforms," then what the hell are you doing? You want your name to get out there. You shouldn't be getting banned for that. Especially considering the other platforms are allowing you to multi-stream with no issues and actually encourage it. Like, come on, bro. It's pretty common sense.
Say anything to anybody else in any other stream that you're actually doing. That's an insane premise. So the alternative to that is to say, well, okay, you can react to somebody that is on your YouTube chat, right? You can't show it on your stream, but you can react to it. But that in and of itself creates an exclusion for the Twitch community. So you can't do that. If you respond to somebody on YouTube, the people in your Twitch chat cannot see what was said.
I'm honestly gonna be surprised. Actually, didn't I just do that literally 2 days ago? Where I was streaming on YouTube and Twitch and I was talking to YouTube chat and Twitch chat at the same time. I wouldn't be surprised if I get banned one day for doing that. If they keep going the way that they're going, I wouldn't be surprised because I've been multi-streaming for years too. Not probably as long as the veterans out there, but I've been multi-streaming for a fat minute.
And so you responding to them excludes them, making it against the rules and making them very confused as what the hell you're responding to. Are you just responding to random things that you've made up in your head? Who knows? So the entire premise of these simulcasting guidelines are not about protecting you.
Nope.
It's all about protecting Twitch.
Yep.
So the question is, if Twitch hasn't cared about this for a couple years, why do they care now?
Because they're scared, bro.
And the answer relates to the original point in this overall video, in that people are getting dinged with warnings for promoting Kick. There has been an undeniable migration of creators who were previously streaming only on Twitch to now be streaming on YouTube and Kick and TikTok and other platforms that may be having a negative impact on Twitch to a point where it now makes sense for them financially to start scaring people, to start enforcing some rules. Twitch right now, and for the last number of years, has been entirely focused on monetization, which I think has resulted in a kind of burnout among communities. I don't know if it's the case for you, but I hear it all the time. I read it all the time that creators are earning less money than ever. Their subscription counts are down. And as Twitch continues to try to squeeze blood from a stone,
Almost knocked something
I
over
think
right
it's
there.
driving people away. They're seeing that as Twitch is chasing these dollars, communities are finding a better experience on other platforms.
And not only a better experience, but if you talk about the creators, it ain't just the experience. The viewers are getting better, but it's the creators too. Once again, of all the platforms, Kick right now is paying the most. It's like a 5.95 split for the creator. YouTube, I'm pretty sure it's 50-50. I think. I might be wrong on that. I might be wrong. I think it's 70-30. I don't know. I need to check. I might be tripping on that. In fact, actually, I think I can look that up. What's the creator split on YouTube right now? I don't need to look at that. So I know on Twitch it's 60-40, which is... What is the splits on YouTube? What is the creator split on YouTube? It is 55-45. Whereas the creators, it's basically, it's damn near 50-50, pretty much. It's damn near 50-50 versus Twitch creator split, which is revenue split, which is 50-50. So damn near close enough. Still the worst platform out of all of them, though.
Platforms that they previously would not actually even entertain, and simulcasting is exposing this. So what does this mean for creators? Well,
don't stream on Twitch.
I think it means that they're probably going to have tighter enforcement going forward. I think that they're probably going to take a more proactive approach.
And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't say, once again, it all depends on what you want to do, but it's one of them things where if you don't care, then do what you want to do until they ban you. But if you do care, basically either choose Twitch and stream only primarily on there, because I know that there's some people that actually, just primarily are on there, not on other platforms. Though I would suggest having a YouTube channel if you don't already, and also having a TikTok, and also having a Kick. Just everything, man. If you only have viewers on Twitch and that's it, I would start getting a YouTube channel ready and getting your stuff over there onto other platforms, because especially right now, the way that Twitch is looking, not saying that it's gonna die anytime soon or not, because it's not gonna just die out instantly. But I'm gonna be real, the way it's looking right now, that platform's probably not like. I wouldn't be surprised if the platform ends up looking like it's gonna be gone within the next 10 to 15 years if this keeps up the way that it's going with all the drama that's going on right now. I wouldn't be surprised. So that's all I gotta say about that.
To removing kick links from bios is probably a pretty easy one for them to do, to just scan channel profiles and go, okay, warning, 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 and take those out of commission. But then secondarily to that, I think that we'll probably start seeing them enforcing on things like if you have notifications for other platforms, if you have combined chat, perhaps they're going to be under additional scrutiny as a result. And the thing that concerns me is that I don't think this is going to inherently benefit Twitch.
It's
I
not.
think that while
It makes them look
want
stupid.
to keep people on the platform,
Like, once again, for smaller creators especially, for newer creators especially, it just makes them look really stupid. And even for larger creators, it just makes them look stupid, because you're basically limiting the reach that your creator has by telling them that they cannot promote their other platforms. Who wants to be a creator on a platform that limits what they can talk, who they are allowed to basically advertise to? Like, that is literally that is like the opposite of what you want. So once again, if they do start doing this kind of thing, then me personally, I'm gonna keep streaming on multiple platforms. I have a Kick channel already. I've only streamed on it a couple of times. Not gonna lie, I don't stream on there that often, but I might switch to there pretty soon. And obviously, I stream on YouTube, and then I also have TikTok as well. So we'll see how it goes. Once again, they're being dumb by doing this.
Level of control with these overall guidelines. The reality is it's going to have the opposite effect. In any case, what do you think about this overall? Are you somebody who is multi-streaming? Maybe don't tell me in the comments below, because maybe Twitch will actually use that as a source of information to be like, oh, we're going to go take a look at whether those people are doing it or not.
I mean, fuck it. If they want to go ahead and look at my shit and be like, oh, he's multi-stream, I'll be like, bet. What are you going to do? Like, you going to ban me for it or what? What are you going to do? Like, it's getting crazy out here for Twitch. I'm not going to lie to you. And that's why I said before, if you only have, an audience on Twitch and that's it, regardless of how big or small it is, I suggest that you make a YouTube, a Kick, and a TikTok account and start getting all your stuff over there as soon as you possibly can, because I have a feeling that this platform is probably not going to be around for the next 10, 15 years if they keep spawning in the nonsense they have been. There's just no way.
But let me know, how is your overall current experience on Twitch right now? Are you feeling like it is the same community experience that you've had 5 years ago, 4 years ago, or are things changing? Do you feel a little bit more burnt out? Is your community feeling burnt out?
I'm gonna be real. My community, damn near outside of maybe that 1 or 2 people that's on Twitch, is not even there. Like, I get more people watching me on YouTube than I get on Twitch. That's how good the discoverability is on YouTube compared to Twitch, where if you're not the top platform person and you're not one of them people that, they look for the bottom people, it's like, you're not getting anywhere, bro. I'm gonna be real. You're not getting anywhere.
I'm kind of curious what you think overall and what your current experience is on the platform. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure to do so now. Leave a like, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.
Straight to a Fox News alert. At least 85 people.
All right, well, yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. Sorry, I had to go grab something there, but my thoughts. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real. Twitch, I'm gonna be real. They're being dumb with this decision that they're doing right now. They're being really dumb with this decision. So we'll see how it goes. But me personally, I think it's pretty stupid that they're out there trying to ban creators for trying to get their name out there, especially once again with smaller creators. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense to be out here trying to ban smaller creators or hell, any creators for trying to get their name out there, because that's the name of the game. You want your audience, you want your name to be out there, bro. Once again, the meta is to multi-stream right now, and Twitch going against that meta basically says that, hey, I guess it's time to not stream on Twitch anymore. That's all that says. But without further ado, I want to know what you guys think. I'll leave a link down to his original video down there if you want to take a look at it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!